Good afternoon, everyone. Family and friends who are virtual, Dr. Zafran, Dr. Erickson, faculty and nursing graduates. Welcome to SUNY Canton Nursing Pinning Program. For those that do not know me, my name is Amanda Honeywell, and I am their lab instructor and clinical instructor, and also the pinning committee advisor. Some housekeeping reminders. If you need to use the restroom, you can go out these doors to the right or left. In case of a fire, use any exit door. Thank you. A nurse. Just another word to describe a person strong enough to tolerate everything, but soft enough to understand everyone. Being a nurse is not a profession, it's a passion. It means to hold your own tears and start drawing smiles on people's faces. It means knowing when to turn on your tough and when to turn on your human, and finding the balance in between for those in need. It has been such a pleasure and honor having you all in your last year of nursing school. Despite the challenges of COVID, you all have shown how strong you all are, even if some of you don't believe me. Your eagerness, stubbornness, and hard working has shaped you all to become such diverse student nurses that carry out into your nursing career and will help you become well-rounded, amazing, strong nurses. You all have taught me a few things along this journey that I will carry with me. I know now to silence my phone at night so I don't get 1 a.m. emails to wake me up. Thanks, Joni. There's no limit to how many cups of coffee I drink in a day. Thank you, ladies, for my coffee. And how I won't miss, but I have one more question. You know who you are. There's a few of you. Lastly, if Cheryl is your triage nurse for mass casualty, I'll run the other way. She'll deem you black tag. In a closure, a favorite quote of mine from an unknown author. Being a nurse isn't about grades. It's about being who we are. No book can teach you how to cry with a patient. No class can teach you how to tell their family that their parents have died or are dying. No professor can teach you how to find dignity in giving someone a bed bath. A nurse is not about pills or charting. It's about being able to love people when they are at their weakest moments. Congratulations to all of you. Without further ado, let's get this ceremony started. Our faculty speaker, Professor Marcy Blackmer.
You can be seated. Welcome, graduate nurses, those here in person and those who are joining virtually, faculty and virtual families. I am so very proud of each and every one of you, and I thank you for inviting me to speak at your pinning ceremony. It has been my honor to be a part of your journey on this pathway to becoming a registered nurse. Although we, your instructors, are here to teach you, I believe we learn something from each and every one of you that betters us as nurses and educators. And for that, I am grateful. In fact, Joe taught us all the correct football hold for breastfeeding, and that is something we will never forget. You also taught me to be very careful when I promise you, if you get 100 on an exam, I'll make you cookies. So I do have cookies for you today. Well done, by the way. So today we recognize you, graduate nurses, for all that you have accomplished thus far, and hopeful for all that you will accomplish in this profession. Fundamentals, maternity, mental health, med-surg, ACEs, ARBs, LILs and LOLs, bedpans, gate belts, IV tubing and catheters, oh my. It was almost 2 years ago when your journey to today began. You didn't realize then the number of chapters you would read, the quizzes you would take, some with great results, some with not such good results, the skills and competencies you would have to perform in front of your lab instructor and your peers, the clinical hours you would put in caring for a variety of patients in a variety of settings. In the beginning, you were really unaware of so much. AdPi? What is AdPi? Unsure of your own capabilities. I'm going to do what with that needle? And certainly unsure of how you would ever get through just one more lecture, asking, where's the Kahoot? Get through one more test. There is how many questions? And one more remediation, but you did it. As we gather here today, we celebrate you because you did the hard work. You put in the time, and you did it all during a pandemic that forced you into virtual learning, staring at a screen during virtual lecture, listening to recorded lectures, and tuning in to Blackboard Collaborate sessions. You went above and beyond the typical demands that nursing school brings, and instead, you overcame the challenges during an uncertain time, with the COVID virus directing worldly changes of weekly PCR and nasal testing, and even virtual clinical. Instead of caring for real people with a pulse, you had to care for made-up patients on a screen with lots of information to decipher and to make decisions. And you did all of this without a lot of gruff, and actually most of you did it with grace and positivity. You have completed one of the most demanding and challenging programs there is, nursing school. I have told many of you that nursing school, nursing tests, and the nursing program is unlike anything you have ever endured or will ever want to endure again. You have survived many sleepless nights, long lectures, and more quizzes than we care to discuss. Tests where all the answers were right, or were they wrong, or was one right, or which was the priority, and what should I do first, or last, or ever? You have had many meltdowns, wondering what in the world was I thinking? And oh, by the way, the respondents' videos have enlightened me and Dr. Barkley to the many different words used by nursing students that are taking tests and forgetting that your professors are listening and watching. Like Erin singing through her whole test, Sam yawning uncontrollably, yelling at the screen, Jillian twirling her hair, Karina having a full-on conversation about milk with her children, and oh my God, the eye rolling. We won't hold it against you. You have put in the time, the effort, dedication, and now you're at the end of one journey, but at the beginning of another, and it is a lifelong journey. Nurses have been ranked the most trusted profession, and that means you hold a great deal of power. With power comes responsibility, accountability, an obligation to live up to the trust that has been placed in you. You will be caring for patients during some of the most intense and personal moments of their lives, like death and birth and life-changing diagnoses. You can have an impact on your patient and their family that lasts a lifetime. But remember the saying, it's very true that most patients are going to forget what you say, forget what you do, but they will never forget how you make them feel. Treasure this power, respect it, and remember why you have put in all these hours over the last 2 years. Being a nurse is not easy. Opportunities will arise that will test your integrity, your devotion to the profession, your ethical responsibility, and your very soul. How you act, your words you speak, the time you spend with your patient, and the care you provide speaks volume about you. Be proud of what you have done. Be in charge of your profession, and don't let anyone tell you that shortcuts are necessary, bad habits are the nature of the beast, and that nobody cares. You care. Always do what is right. Caring for patients is a privilege. Don't take it lightly. Remember who you work for. It's not the hospital, it's not the nursing home, the clinic, the doctor's office. It's the patient. That's who you work for. So graduate nurses, I have one final test question. The instructor is reviewing the qualities of a great nurse with her class. Which of the following would she include? It's a select all that apply. And here's a hint, they're all correct. So this is my final advice to you. Remain humble. You are not alone in any task because you wear the title RN. Be part of the team. Help out your coworkers as you can, and remember, we all need a little help from time to time. Challenge yourself. Never stop learning, and don't back down from new opportunities and challenges. You can learn so much and go in so many directions in this profession. You will get out of this profession what you put into it. You are the only thing standing in your way. Rise up and do better. You will meet drama in the workplace, pettiness, bad habits, shortcuts, but rise above it and keep your focus on why you wanted to be a nurse, who your customer is, and what your role is. Be a patient advocate. Now that you know better, do better. Speak up for your patients who can't speak for themselves or who don't know how. Be the voice to make positive changes and outcomes. Integrity. Be your best. If you make a mistake, be accountable for it, learn from it, and become better because of it. There isn't a nurse alive who has never erred or that knows it all. Keep in mind what you don't know. Ask for help and guidance when you need it. We have all needed a helper at one time or another. There's no shame in saying, I don't know. Take care of yourselves. We can't care for others when we have exhausted ourselves. You know how to stay healthy now, so do it. Remember where you came from and what it's like to be a student. We have all been there. We learn because someone was kind enough to share their knowledge, their skill, and their experience with us. Be that person and pay it forward whenever you get the opportunity. Last but not least, remember, nursing is a science, but also nursing is an art of compassion, of empathy, of caring, and an art of heart. In closing, today is your day. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, and you can steer yourselves any direction you choose. You've graduated now, and you know what you know, and you will be the one who will decide where to go. So go out there and be your best. And remember, Florence Nightingale, our founder, said, "Let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all of our lives." We are nurses, and we can do anything. So welcome to the profession. And now it's my honor to introduce to you your student speaker, Jillian O'Brien.
Wow, guys, we did it! I can't believe this day has finally come. We are officially done nursing school. I want to say congratulations to each and every one of you as you are now graduate nurses. It is amazing to have the opportunity to speak to you all today, although I am doing it from the comfort of my home. I wish I could be there with you all, walking across the stage in our white scrubs. Who would have thought when we started this program 2 years ago that we would do it through a global pandemic? Certainly not I. I remember coming in on the first day and meeting many of you who probably had the same fears and doubts. Are we going to be good enough? Are we going to have what it takes? I firmly believe that it was these same feelings that pushed us through to becoming the competent and compassionate nurses we have become today. There were many days where we cried and laughed and then cried again, probably not even knowing what we were crying for. There were many sleepless nights filled with studying, even more early mornings filled with last-minute cram sessions, too many comfort food calories to count, and many, many pre-exam rituals. I know that I will not miss getting up at 4 a.m. to chug coffee and study anytime soon. From lecture to clinical to lab and farm, it is not the devil. We have filled our heads with more knowledge than I can even comprehend. We have learned so many things, I'm not sure where to begin. In fundamentals, we learned that the first step in anything is to assess your patient. So please remember that on the NCLEX, guys. Also, when asking your patient questions to determine if they are alert and oriented, them answering who is a president with Obama probably means that you're assessing Joni P. In mental health, we learned how to diagnose ourselves and everyone we come into contact with all kinds of mental health disorders. And guys, no, we don't have a detachment disorder. We are in a committed and serious relationship with nursing school. Your friends and family may not recognize you when you climb out of the hole you've been studying in, but I'm sure they will understand when they see what a great nurse you have worked to become. In maternity, we learned that if you don't know what else to do, massage the fundus. That seemed to be the answer for everything. In second semester, we also mastered the art of YouTube videos, Panopto videos, multitasking with kids in the house, how to do nursing simulations, and that it is best to put on your sacral dressing before classes begin, because pressure ulcer prevention is key. In Med Surg 1, in Med Surg 1, the dreaded semester we were told would rank as one of the hardest, and man, were they right. Learning how to balance our lives and nursing school, along with online learning, kids, jobs, housework, and a pandemic was quite the accomplishment. I applaud all of you for figuring it out. I believe the most important thing that we learned in third semester was just how flexible we can be as nurses, and that we will always have each other's backs. This semester in Med Surg 2, we filled our brains to the max. We learned that we should always watch for trends in patient data. As nurses, we learned that we should be able to recognize that when the patient's blood pressure goes up and their heart rate becomes tachycardic and their respirations increase, that they might have a test coming up. Or wait, maybe they're going to be in shock. So it's okay, guys. You can set the caffeine down now. It's over. At least until your 12-hour shifts start. I know our nursing school experience was nothing like we could have ever imagined. I was asked when I went to an interview what positive things I have learned going through nursing school in a pandemic. I know that it can be difficult to find positive aspects through all of this, but as your ever optimist and positive thought supplier, I am here to offer you a few. On top of being flexible, the pandemic has taught us how to manage our time, organize, and prioritize our lives for success. Juggling multiple roles and tasks is exactly what we will be doing as nurses in the field. And these skills will serve you well. The pandemic has taught us to be constant seekers of knowledge and take initiative. When we feel the need to know more or clarify an idea, there is no instructor down the hall to answer our questions. We must search for what we desire to know. This is how it will be in life and in nursing. I want you to search out those hard answers. It can and will make all the difference to your patients. We have also learned how to count on each other when things become tough and overwhelming, which has been way more frequent than any of us would like to admit. We should always remember that we are in this together, and we can accomplish more when we work as a team. Be willing to share your knowledge with others. Although we are in a pandemic where resources are hoarded, knowledge should always be shared. Finally, I want to take some time for the most important part of the speech, the thank yous. I want to thank the college and the administration for working hard to keep us safe and in class. Becoming a nurse with very little patient contact was a terrifying concept. You have done your best to keep us learning in a hands-on manner. It does not go unnoticed. And to my classmates, you guys are the best. I have no words. Working with you and learning from you has been a privilege. I am so proud of what you have all accomplished. To our friends and family, your support is what has gotten us through. Thank you for always being there for us, to lend a hand, a listening ear, or words of encouragement. There were many times when we thought we weren't going to survive, and we couldn't have done it without you. To our instructors, Dawn, Marcy, Leah, Amanda, Sue, Jordan, John, and Brooke, You have all been an amazing source of support and guidance. With your help, we worked through meltdowns, traumas, losses, sicknesses, family emergencies, and all while attending nursing school. The obstacles we have overcome are because you were there. You were always just a phone call, email, or text message away. I don't know if you will ever understand how much that means to us. The dedication you have shown to seeing us succeed has made all the difference in our ability to walk the stage today. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, on behalf of all of us, the graduating nursing class of 2021. Now, go get your pins, guys.
It was on.
Hello? Sorry. Okay, my name is Leah Payne-Warden, in case you don't know who I am, and I was their lab instructor for the first 2 semesters and also clinical instructor. I've been asked to do the awards, the pinning awards and the scholarship awards. So the first awards are the pinning awards. So if you are here, please come up and receive it when I call your name. The first award is the Linda Leahy Fay Nursing Award. The Linda Leahy Fay Nursing Award recognizes a senior student who has assisted both fellow students and faculty members throughout the nursing program and will be given annually at the Nursing Pinning Program ceremony. Mrs. Fay exemplifies outstanding service by giving of herself tirelessly and by promoting the nursing program to the highest level of excellence. Mrs. Fay dedicated 30 years to teaching, academic duties, and administrative functions for the nursing program and SUNY Canton. She received the Distinguished Faculty Award in 1995, the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Teaching in 1996, and the Chancellor's Recognition Award for Outstanding Service to SUNY and to the people of the North Country during the 1998 ice storm. Linda Leahy Fay has served as an exemplary role model for faculty throughout the college. This endowment was established in her name by her colleagues, students, and family. The Canton College Foundation is grateful to Linda Leahy Fay and her colleagues, students, and family for providing this scholarship. This year, in 2021, the scholarship goes to Michael Gent. He is not here with us because he has already started working. The next award is the Catherine M. Kelly Award for Excellence in Psychiatric Nursing. It was established in 1993. The Catherine M. Kelly Award for Excellence in Psychiatric Nursing shall be presented annually to a graduating nursing student who has a grade point average of 3.0 or better, has demonstrated clinical excellence, strong interpersonal relationship skills, and a committed nursing to psychiatric clients. This award was initiated in 1993 by the SUNY Canton nursing faculty as a tribute to Mrs. Kelly, whose personal qualities of integrity, patience, confidentiality, and compassion inspired her students and her colleagues in the nursing profession. Mrs. Kelly retired as a professor of nursing in 1993. Catherine M. Kelly first joined Canton's college faculty in 1970, shortly after the birth of her twin daughters, the last of the 7 Kelly children. Her particular skill was in the field of psychiatric nursing. From her work with psychiatric clients and observation of psychiatric therapy, she developed study guides for the students. In 1982, Mrs. Kelly took a 3-month leave of absence to China and collaborate with the clinical staff in the psychiatric center in not only China, but also in the Philippines. In 1990, she was selected as recipient of the prestigious Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Teaching. And in 1992, was SUNY Canton's nominee for the New York State Nurse of Distinction Award. A New York City native, Mrs. Kelly trained at Fordham Hospital School of Nursing and St. John's University, earning a BS in education from SUNY Oneonta and a master's in education from St. Lawrence University. She worked as a school nurse teacher, as a surgical nursing supervisor at Baltimore City Hospital and Bellevue Hospital, and was a nursing instructor or an instructor for the Red Cross. A longtime volunteer with the Cancer Society, she worked at adult health screening clinics. Catherine and her husband, Loris, are charter members of the American Field Service at Madrid-Waddington Central School, and Catherine is a past member of the American Legion Auxiliary. The Canton College Foundation is grateful to the SUNY Canton nursing faculty, the Kelly family, and the friends of Mrs. Kelly for providing this award. The 2021 recipient this year is Meredith Woodward. The last of the pinning awards is the Virginia McAllister Award for Excellence in Nursing. It was established in March of 1990. The Virginia McAllister Award for Excellence in Nursing is given annually to a graduating nursing student who has demonstrated academic and clinical excellence. The award is presented at nursing pinning in the spring. Here we are. The award initiated in 1979 as a tribute to Virginia McAllister, the first director of the college's nursing program, in recognition of her 14 years of service and dedication. In all, Virginia devoted 42 years to the nursing profession, and to those who worked with her, she personified strength, courage, sincerity, and integrity par excellence. Members of the nursing department were the first contributors to establish the award, and in 1990, the fund became endowed through contributions from Mr. and Mrs. McAllister. Mr. McAllister passed away on January 5th, 2002, and Mrs. McAllister passed away on August 18th, 2005. The Canton College Foundation is grateful to Luke and Virginia McAllister and members of the nursing department faculty, friends, and friends of the McAllisters for providing this award. The 2021 Virginia McAllister Award for Excellence in Nursing is presented to Cheryl Perkins. Now we're moving on to the scholarship awards. When I call your name, please stand to be acknowledged, okay? So for the Goldie Burdress Endowed Scholarship, will Helen Smith please stand? Thank you. The Ethel B. Davis Endowed Scholarship, will Olivia Tondro please stand? For the Dr. Henry E. Howie Endowed Scholarship, will Danielle St. Denise please stand? For the Elaine Claxton Pidgeon Endowed Scholarship, will Talon Parker please stand? Thank you. For the Fulton and Anna McAllister Endowed Scholarship, Alyssa Loudonville, excuse me. The CPH Guild Annual Scholarship, there are 3 recipients, four, can't count. Jillian O'Brien, and if you're here, Candace O'Neill, Allison Brandt, and Elena Gates. The last scholarship is the Grace Family Endowed Nursing Scholarship, and that goes to Karina Waite. Next up is pinning by Dr. Barkley.
Hi, everyone. I just want to thank you for including me today in your program. It has been an honor to meet each and every one of you. Congratulations. And with that said, how about we get you on stage? Erin Brooke Bermudez. Diane Bolden. Haiti Bourne. Allison Brandt. Shannon Cantwell. Madison Casiol. Jamie Chaplin. Faith Campo. Crystal Crosby. Ellen Deshaw. Kylie Dolger. Elena Gates. Sarah Granger. Michael Gent. Lexi Kennedy. Emily Coster. Alyssa Lunuville. Joseph Mack. Christy Milkey. Jillian O'Brien. Candace O'Neill. Chelsea Odero. Caitlin Parcell. Talon Parker. Jada Parkinson. Arlandy Paul Dorval. Cheryl Perkins. Ashley Preston. Joni Price. Carissa Rayome. Kayla Ross. Sarah Faye Rutherford. Colin Seidel. Alexis Sheen. Kayla Slavny. Helen Smith. Danielle St. Dennis. Sarah Stanton. Samuel Thorne. Olivia Tundro. Michaela Wainwright. Corina Waite. Meredith Woodward. And Tisha Yurden.
Okay. For the Nightingale Pledge, everybody stand. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly. I pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is delicious and mischievous. It will not take or knowingly administer a harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and evaluate the standard of profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my profession. With loyalty, I will endeavor to aid the physician in his work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. You may sit. You may be seated.
Good afternoon. My name is Susan Penipent. For the people that are watching in the video audience that are not familiar with me, I'm a clinical lecturer here at SUNY Canton in the nursing department. And my role as a clinical instructor, I work with the students in the clinical setting, in the nursing home, in Ogdensburg, and also at Claxton Hepburn Medical Center. I would like to begin by thanking Amanda Honeywell and the nursing students who planned this pinning ceremony today. And it's been a true pleasure and great experience working with all of you, and I'm pretty sure I have had all of you at some point during the last 2 years, some that came in the fall of 2018 and some in the spring of 2019. I would like to share that not only has your career as a graduate and soon to be registered nurse started this week, you're also starting a nursing journey. My career and journey started May 12th, 37 years ago. That's a long time ago, but it seems like yesterday. It was in the early years of my nursing journey that I was offered an opportunity to be a nursing preceptor, similar to what you did this semester with the nurses at the hospital. And that was at a hospital in Wisconsin with senior nursing students that were associated with the hospital. I truly enjoyed the challenges of working as a preceptor and being their mentor, helping them prepare for graduation in the real world as a practicing nurse. And it was during that experience that I realized my dream was to one day return to school to maintain my master's, to become a nursing educator. And throughout the years of my nursing journey, I obtained great experiences in my roles as an RN, but my dream finally came true working with all of you as a clinical instructor here at SUNY Canton. And I'm in the process of finishing my master's degree soon. In the journey to your nursing career as an RN, you will complete many more of your dreams by passing the NCLEX and obtaining your BSN degree. Remember, you can pursue the other dreams you have at the present time and other future dreams that you may realize during your nursing career journey. During my clinical experiences working with students, many students have shared with me what some of their career dreams are. Students have shared a variety, including working as a nurse in the hospital and nursing home settings. Some shared they want to specialize in hospice, geriatric nursing, emergency, ICU, pediatric, oncology, and surgical nursing. Some students have also shared that they have a dream of becoming a nurse practitioner, a nurse anesthetist, and some even nurse educators. Some students also shared their dreams of becoming a physician someday. And some of the dreams they've shared, their goal is to become an obstetrician, a pediatrician, an internist, and different types of surgeons. One student shared last week with me, she has a dream of becoming a brain surgeon to follow in the footsteps of her mother. In closing, always remember your dreams and pursue them, no matter how long it takes. And finally, I would like to share a poem. I don't know the author. Always remember, behind you are all of your memories. Before you are all of your dreams. Around you are all who love you. Within you, you have all you need. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. And I want you to believe deep in your heart that you are capable of achieving anything. Anything you put your mind to, and you will always succeed. Congratulations.
This concludes the pinning ceremony. Congratulations to you all.